Greetings, it's Alex Scher for the Shelburne Freelancer. I'm at Shelburne Town Hall and we just wrapped up a very late council meeting. I'm here with Shelburne Mayor Ken Bennington. Good evening.
Hi, thanks for coming.
I was wondering if you could give us a brief overview of 3 hot topics that you covered this evening.
Sure, certainly. Thank you for coming. We have three hot button items we'll talk about tonight. One is we had a new proposal for a condominium development on Main Street in Shelburne. That was quite a lengthy discussion. I think we raked that developer over the coals for about an hour, but that's our job. It's our job to come up with the idea. It's our job to make it fit inside Shelburne. So it was a good discussion, and the developer seemed he took our concerns to heart, and he'll come back at a future meeting in a month or two with changes to that development. Right now the plan looks to be 60 condominium units on that property, just closest to the dollar store area on Main Street. So for anyone that's interested. Another item we tackled tonight, brought forward by Councillor Sample, was a change to the ATV bylaw. I guess in 2015, provincial regulations around ATV use have changed, which allows ATVs to operate on certain roads and that kind of thing, and we want to see how that impacts the town of Shelburne. And so there's a proposal brought forward tonight to allow ATVs to use certain streets, certain times, in order to access the trail system. We certainly don't want to encourage rampant ATV use down Main Street or on Sound Street, but we certainly don't want to shackle the responsible ATV user, and we want to allow them to use it properly within certain guidelines to access the trails and continue on their sport of choice there. So, and then finally, the other issue is we had a presentation by our engineers. Regarding arsenic in the town water. So what I want to assure everyone first and foremost is that there's absolutely no fear of our waters being compromised or in danger. The water is perfectly safe to drink, and I could encourage you to do so. Arsenic is a naturally occurring product in the bedrock of the aquifer that we drink, and in layman terms, it's bug poop is what arsenic is. And so there is certain levels that are allowed within your water system. Those guidelines are about to change in 2018, and in 2018, when that regulation changes, the water won't change, but by then we'll be out of compliance. And so what we talked about tonight was bringing on well 8 and discontinuing the use of well 3, which is the well in question with the higher arsenic levels in it. There's a cost to doing that. I think it was a few $100,000, and that will be a plan going forward, but it will take a couple years to get there. So just to recap, there is no danger in the town water system. It's a discussion we've had for the last 6 or 7 years, watching those levels, and as I said, the water today will be the same water tomorrow. It's just that the regulation will change, which is prompting council to act accordingly.
And just so people are assured, the number of wells we have in Shelburne are just perfect, and council is looking to a bright future and planning ahead, correct?
Absolutely correct. So we had just implemented in the last couple of years well 7 and 8. Well 7 is online and producing water, clean water at a high level. Well 8 is ready to go, but is not online yet. And so what we heard from our engineers tonight is when we get to that time where the regulation changes, we're going to talk about discontinuing well 3, which is the suspect well, for lack of a better term, and bring on well 8 full time, which will more than compensate for the loss of well 3. So we'll continue to have ample water supply for new development, for future development, for fire protection, and all those things.
Well, thank you very much, and sorry it's such a late night for you.
No, it happens.
This is Alex Scher for the Shelburne Freelancer, sharing Shelburne with the world.